Well, good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing out there in high performance Cairo land? Welcome to Coffee with Dr. Scott. Good to have you with me this morning. Getting through our series on the morning routine. I've been having a fabulous one this morning. It's been a good week. Monday, if you remember, I had a lot of energy. I just love Mondays as it is. Tuesday, yesterday, the routine was a little bit off because of the national championship game Monday night that I stayed up to watch. And now, but last night, got to bed early, got back in my routine, felt really good. Woke up early again this morning. Again, 7 minutes before the alarm. So I was up at 5:04 with a 5:11 alarm set. Something about that evening routine, it actually works. So we're getting into the morning routine now. So again, we've dealt with all the nighttime stuff. Happy to answer questions if anybody has them. But now we're talking about the morning routine. So far we've talked about never hitting the snooze button, how much that affects your brain and your body to be rudely awoke, like that repeatedly. Just not good for you at all. I would rather you just sleep in than hit the snooze button several times, if you have that choice. But I'm saying don't have the choice. Yesterday we talked about purposeful hardship. So maybe even setting your alarm a little earlier, waking up earlier for 3, 4, 5 days so that when you go back to the time you want to, it's actually easier for you to do. But just no more snooze buttons. And I mentioned my new toy, which again I haven't even used in like 8 days because I keep waking up before it. But when I bought it for my wife and I for Christmas, that sunrise alarm clock I talked about, and I put it in, but as soon as I got it, well, first of all, they delivered it to me in a package, like Amazon sent it to me, and it didn't have any brown wrapping. So when it showed up at the door, it was just like, hey, sunrise alarm clock. So my wife saw it, she's like, what's this? I'm like, oh, Merry Christmas. So we busted it open like 8 days before Christmas, and we used it immediately, and we loved it. For that first week, just loved it. Loved the way we woke up. Loved the energy we had just from waking up to light. But since Christmas, or since the new year, I have not used it because I just wake up before it because I'm really good into my morning routine right now. So again, I'm waking up 5, 6, 7 minutes before the alarm goes off. I look at the clock, which again is, I know those LEDs have effects as well. I look at the clock and it's very, very dim. Like even in complete darkness, you can barely see it. I realize the sunlight's about to come on, so I just get up and go. I've asked my wife, I'm like, do you want me to just turn off the alarm, or what do you want me to do? And she says, no, I like waking up to the sunlight. So she's still really enjoying it. Again, just another tip for you. No more snooze. Find an alarm clock. Stop using your phone. Figure that out. Other thing we've talked about is water. I am probably, actually, along with my coffee, this is new today. So I opened this up this morning. I've drank this much plus the maybe 6 cups that I put into my coffee maker. Other than that, I've drank all that, but I did do a 40-minute workout on the rowing machine over there. So I was dripping sweat. I had to refill that. So I'm up on my water as well. Next step in the process, and you can barely see it over there, but I left it there on purpose just to kind of see where it sits, is journaling. So for me, my 5-minute journal sits right here. I use this for my rowing, so usually my iPad's right here and my journal's right here. So for me, for journaling, when I come into this space in the morning, this first place I come to is to sit down right here, open up my journal, and do my daily journal. So I just want to kind of show you my space for it. But I guess I just showed you that I'm still wearing my shorts for my workout as well. That's good. At least I'm wearing pants today. Usually I'm not even wearing pants. I'm just kidding. Anyways, the 5-minute journal. I know I've talked about this multiple times on the show. I know I've sold 24 of these. Clients or people who've watched have told me that they bought them based on my recommendation. I love this journal. I'm not going to show you mine, but basically there's a quote every morning, and then there's 3 questions every morning. It says, I am grateful for, and it has 3 spots. We're going to be talking about gratitude here in the next few days, and it's a great way to start the day. So to be grateful for something, and I think I told you my kids also have a morning journal, the kids' version of it, and they do it at breakfast every morning. And theirs is the same thing, is I'm grateful for what would make today great, and daily affirmations I am. They just have one of each. For me, I have three. I am grateful for's. The next question is, what would make today great? So I think about, if I get this one thing done, it would make today great. I write that down. Number two, might be something different than being productive. It might be something with the family or whatnot. And then there's a third one. So what would make today great? These three things would just make today fantastic. It doesn't have to be something you do. It could be just something that you feel, or a choice you make. And then daily affirmations, I am. So you just write down a couple things about your affirmations. So, if you're looking to lose weight here in the new year, maybe it's, I am this weight, or I am lean and healthy, or whatever it might be. You just put in your affirmations there. I've journaled all my life. That is by far the best system I've used, just because of simplicity, and it's kind of a place where I am in my life, I guess, as well. I've told you before, upstairs in my loft here, I've found my old journals where, I'm like Bart Simpson. I've gotten written down, my practice sees this many patients, makes this much money. My practice sees this many patients, sees this much. And I used to do it like 10 times a day. And then I would go down to my health and fitness, and I'd write that like 10 times. And I would I was like Rain Man. Those were my affirmations. I do it 10 times a day. I'm in a different place in my life now. So that's a very simple, very easy way for me to keep focus on my goals. The other thing that I do, first of all, I have my goals right here, right on the board next to me. So my 2019 goals, which we worked on in the launch prep program, are sitting right there. So I have already looked at those. I know that they're there daily. Just like everything in life, when it's there all the time, you kind of forget about it. But I do make an effort to look at it at least once a day, in the morning, before I even go over to the exercise portion, which we'll get to in the next couple of days as well. And then up above, I have written out my perfect day from 5:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. when I go pick up the kids. And again, I pretty much shut everything down at 3:30. I've written out my perfect day right above me. So those are things that I think I would repeat if I didn't just put them here. And then I have a space in the middle for me to actually write today's notes. So I erase that every day, write new notes. But up above, I have my perfect day. So if 7:30 in the morning, I look up, I know where I should be. Am I perfect on that? No, I'm really good through the 9 o'clock, because that's my time and personal time. And then I'm really good for my first 2-hour block from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. After that, my days tend to fall apart as well. I have coaching clients and people calling in, and I check my email at 11 o'clock, so things can go wrong there. But I still get my extra workout in, and some things might change. I still get it all done, but things might change. That's not the point of the story. The point of the story is journaling. I would love to know if you do anything, if you have a system better than the one that I use, anything you recommend. If anybody has the 5-minute journal, please tell me your experience about it. If you just use yellow legal pad, which again, I'm a big fan of, for other things, that's great, but this just kind of keeps me focused on what I think is important in journaling. When I do a goal setting, which I kind of do every quarter, I still do some brainstorm journaling type stuff with that, and then it ends up in the culmination of my goals. And like I said, I just know what my perfect day looks like. So that journaling, that process of kind of setting your day, whether it is through just a 5-minute journal or doing what we talked about doing in the night prep, which is planning the next day. So if you did do that in your brainstorm session the night before, maybe that yellow pad just comes out with you, and you can just read what your plan was, make adaptations to what your plan is for the day. But setting that intention in the morning for what you hope to accomplish during the day is a great way to start your day. So consider some kind of journaling. All of these steps that we've talked about so far are stuff that I do in my normal daily routine, and I recommend. I've got a few things coming up that I don't do. We talked about meditation. And again, I guess I kind of do when I start thinking about how I actually go about my nighttime routine. But in the morning, meditation would be a great idea. I don't do it personally. We're still going to talk about it. But all the things we talked about so far are things that I do. Yes, I know. I said do. I have young kids. You can't get away with that stuff. Journaling is a very, very important one. So again, I would love to know your feelings. Put them in the comments down below. I will see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.